I hate the sun. Not really, but kinda. And this video will be my ramblings as a bipolar person, as a neurodivergent person. But I don't know if this is related to my diagnosed bipolar or if it's somewhere else on the neurodivergent spectrum, like autism, ADHD. Maybe it's a combination of all of them. But all my life I've had a problematic relationship to the sun. Not only because I have two colors, and that's pale as a ghost and red as a lobster, but because I'm a very visual person. I've always had very intense reactions to visual stimuli. And that's both in a positive sense and in a negative sense. So I can walk down the street and just have my breath taken away because I see the most beautiful puddle of mud I've ever seen. And it makes my heart flutter and beat. Ooh, this puddle, this beautiful, beautiful puddle. Has there ever been anything more perfect than this puddle? And on the flip side, when I'm overstimulated, I also can get not quite hallucinations, but a sense of dread or fright that is apparent in the faces of the people. Like in my vision, I imagine their bones under their skin in a much more intense way than usual. And that's not too fun. Kind of like being in a shopping mall and then finding out that it's the shopping mall from Dawn of the Dead. And, you know, the problem is, of course, this isn't just about visual stimuli and how I react to that, but in a bipolar perspective, there has been some research, as far as I know, don't quote me on this, that the blue light that we get from the sun and that we need is something that can be triggering for bipolar episodes. I don't know of any similar research with autism or ADHD or whatever other type of neurodivergence I may or may not have. But with the light itself becomes, for me, becomes too much. It is too bright, and it hits me physically like someone is shooting lasers from all around. And I don't know if this really has any link, but from the very first time I heard of the wolves called Hati and Skade in Norse mythology that chases the sun and the moon, I became so incredibly fascinated with them and the idea of eating the sun. And you have that in all types of mythologies. You have the Bakunawa in Filipino mythology, which is this fantastic moon-devouring snake that ate 7 or 6 of the 7 moons or something like that. I need to draw that someday. and that will someday come back and eat the sun, I think. And yeah, I maybe my own aversion to the sun is why I like drawing sun eaters. And in this case, the little Enso symbol that I often put on my art, if it has some spiritual significance to me, maybe that's the sun in this case. It is the sun in this case. Anyhow, this work is up on my website for free use, so you can download it and use it for whatever you want. If you would like more rambling videos like this and free art that you can do what you want with, then please support on patreon.com/KimHolm or on denungeherrholm.com by buying merch, buying art. Is this one available at my site? I don't remember. I think it is. So yeah. Thank you, and hopefully you enjoyed my hatred of the sun. Very metal.